Hey, I'm Varun, CEO and co-founder of Exafunction that builds the product Codium, which we'll be talking about. And I like my coffee as a latte. I'm pretty basic. I like just a lot of milk in my coffee.
Because I really want to hear about Codium, and I really like this idea of like you built something knowing that you were already in this gigantic scale because you were with Exafunction, you had scale that you were giving to customers and you were helping people with the serving layer. And then you were like, okay, well, let's just do that, but with our own product now, right?
Yep.
So I'm guessing that, because now give me the, like, fact check me on this, but you're serving a lot of people, like hundreds of thousands of developers.
Yeah.
So yeah, break that down.
Let me go into the story. So we start building Codium last year. We realized the product needs to be free. We would go bankrupt if we used OpenAI. So we then start saying, hey, we got to like train our own models. We have to train our own models to make this work. So we actually pre-train entire models from scratch to run Codium for our developers. We train our own models, we evaluate them, we deploy, we A/B test them, all this other stuff. And we learn a ton, by the way. And a lot of the conventional stuff of like prompt engineering, yeah, we had to prompt engineer in interesting ways, and I can go into that. But a lot of it was domain specific, and I can also go into that. Because for our problem, I'll tell you why training our own models provided us a lot of value. For our problem, when you write code, Codium's one of its main features is autocomplete. And autocomplete is maybe a little bit of a devious term because it sounds like, oh, this is like providing me like a couple characters. We sometimes generate 20, 30 lines of code for the end user.
No way. That's awesome.
And the reality is when we generate code, we need to look at both code before and after, code in different files too. And this doesn't look like the data set of, this doesn't look like any of the tasks that exist right now for these generative models. Generative models, generally speaking, the way it works is like you have some existing text and it just keeps adding onto it. It doesn't, by default, it doesn't know how to apply context from other files. It doesn't know how to fill in code in between your cursor. And so we had to train models explicitly to do these tasks well and to tune them to do well on these tasks. So we had to actually go out and train our own models to actually do this.